If one of your New Year resolutions for 2023 is to read more books, I have a few tips for you that are guaranteed to work. There are a few things you can try to increase both your reading speed and comprehension. Number 1, practice active reading. This involves actively engaging with the material by annotating, summarizing, or asking yourself questions as you read. Active reading involves actively engaging with the material rather than just passively reading through it. Some ways to actively engage with what you're reading include annotating, which involves writing notes or highlighting important points in the text, summarizing, which involves writing a brief summary of the main points of what you're reading, and asking yourself questions about the material, which can help you better understand and retain the information. Other active reading techniques include underlining or highlighting key points, creating a mind map or concept map, and discussing the material with other people. By actively engaging with what you're reading, you can better understand and remember what you've read. Tip number 2, try using a timer. Set a timer for a specific amount of time and try to read as much as you can in that time. You can gradually increase the time as you get faster. Here's how it works. Set a timer for a specific amount of time, such as 20 minutes. Start reading and try to read as much as you can in that time. When the timer goes off, stop reading and note how much you have read. Gradually increase the amount of time you spend reading as you get faster. For example, you could increase the time to 25 minutes, then 30 minutes, and so on. Using a timer can help you stay focused and motivate you to read faster. It can also help you track your progress as you get faster. Just be sure to take breaks as needed, as reading for long periods of time can be tiring and may lead to reduced comprehension. And that brings me to tip number 3, take breaks. It's important to take breaks when you're reading, especially if you're reading for a long time. Taking breaks when you're reading is important for a number of reasons. First, reading for long periods of time can be mentally exhausting, and taking breaks can help you stay focused and avoid burnout. In addition, taking breaks can help you retain more of what you've read. When you take a break, your brain has a chance to process the information it has just taken in, which can help you better understand and remember the material. There are a few different ways you can take breaks when you're reading. You could get up and stretch, stand up and do some stretches, or take a short walk to give your body a break. You could take a short break, step away from your reading for a few minutes and do something else, something completely different, such as getting a drink or checking your phone. You could take a longer break. If you're reading for an extended period, consider taking a longer break, such as a half an hour or an hour, to give yourself a chance to rest and recharge. Remember, it's important to balance your desire to read as much as possible with the need to take breaks to stay focused and avoid burnout. Tip number 4, find a comfortable, well-lit place to read. A comfortable space will help you relax and focus on your reading, while good lighting will help reduce eye strain and make it easier to see the text. Here are a few tips for finding a comfortable, well-lit place to read. Choose a quiet, distraction-free space. Find a place where you can focus on your reading without being interrupted or distracted. Adjust the lighting. Make sure the lighting is bright enough to see the text clearly, but not so bright that it causes eye strain. Consider using a desk lamp or other adjustable light source to provide targeted light. Find a comfortable seating position. Choose a chair or other seating that is comfortable and supports proper posture. This will help you avoid discomfort and fatigue while reading. And consider your surroundings. If you're reading outside or in a public place, be aware of your surroundings and try to find a spot that is relatively quiet and free from distractions. Remember, the more comfortable and focused you are, the better your reading experience will be. Tip number 5, read material that interests you. If you're interested in what you're reading, you'll be more motivated to read and you'll be more likely to retain what you have read. When you're interested in the material, you're more likely to be engaged and motivated to read, which can help you read more and also retain more of what you have read. Here are a few tips to find material that interests you. Explore different genres. Try reading in different genres to see what you enjoy. You might discover that you enjoy nonfiction more than fiction, or vice versa. Follow your curiosity. If something catches your eye or piques your curiosity, follow that lead and see where it takes you. Keep an open mind. Do not be afraid to try reading something that is outside your comfort zone. You might be surprised by what you enjoy. Find a book club or discussion group. Joining a book club or discussion group can be a great way to find new reading material and discuss it with others. Remember, the key is to find things that engage and interest you. When you enjoy what you are reading, you will be more motivated to read more and retain more of what you've read. Tip number 6, try different reading techniques. There are many different reading techniques such as skimming, scanning, and speed reading. Experiment with different techniques to see which one works best for you. There are many different reading techniques that can help you read more efficiently and effectively. Skimming. Skimming involves quickly scanning the text to get a general sense of the content. This can be useful when you're looking for specific information or trying to get a broad overview of a text. Scanning. Scanning involves looking for specific information within the text, such as a name or a date. This technique can be useful when you're trying to find a specific piece of information in a large document. Speed reading. Speed reading involves reading text more quickly by focusing on larger chunks of information rather than individual words. This technique can help you read more quickly, but it may also reduce your comprehension of the material. So be careful using speed reading when reading fiction. SQ3R. This is a reading method that involves survey, question, read, recite, and review. It involves previewing the material, asking yourself questions about it, reading the material, recalling what you have read, and then reviewing it. What's important is to find a reading technique that works best for you and for the reading material you're reading. These approaches, these tips are not all equally useful when reading different genres. They will not all work for novels, poetry, essays, etc. So choose the one that works best for you and what you're interested in reading. Tip number 7, get enough sleep. Make sure you're well rested before you start reading, because a tired mind will have a harder time focusing and retaining information. Getting enough sleep is important for a number of reasons, including your ability to read and retain information. When you're well rested, your brain is better able to focus and process information, which can make reading more enjoyable and effective. On the other hand, if you're tired, you may have a harder time focusing and retaining what you have read. Here are a few tips for getting enough sleep. Follow a consistent sleep schedule. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Create a sleep-friendly environment. Keep your bedroom dark, cool, and quiet, and consider using a white noise machine to help you sleep. Avoid screens before bed. The blue light emitted by screens can interfere with your body's natural sleep cycle, so it is a good idea to avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. Relax before bed. Take some time to wind down before bed by reading a book or taking a warm bath, or doing both. This will work wonders for you because it will not only assure that you get enough rest so that you are awake and focused when you read, but it will also give you the time and space to read on a daily basis before going to bed. By following these tips, you can help ensure that you will get enough sleep and are well rested when you start reading again. I hope all these tips help you read more in 2023. Thanks for watching.